We got ourselves a bit of a mix-up on Athamen's team. We got ourselves Chucky Docky, he played before, as a sub-rogue. We got ourselves a Draenei Paladin, White Wolfie, with Athaman leading the charge. It looks like it's going to be Copy out first, though, with Alistair, the Unholy Death Knight, versus Team 1 with Obliv going to be first up. On his team, we got ourselves Aurelian. Yo, really purple. Looks kind of cool. We got ourselves Sweaty Sock. Sweaty Sock, is that what the name is? With Dua and Fessy. Copy is going to be first up versus Obliv, playing that Enhancement. And versus Obliv, it's going to be a bit of a tough one. One thing Copy does have advantage of is every time Obliv going to go for combustion, he can purge it. If Obliv doesn't get too many cooldowns in. And if Copy can deal with it, maybe like wall it, start purging immediately, get Obliv's cooldowns off, he'll have an advantage, I think. And Copy does have Maelstrom, which cannot be... You can't really do much about Maelstrom. Copy, though, playing the Earthshield, I think Obliv can actually steal the Earthshield, can he? He might be able to steal the Earthshield, unless they made it so you can't spell steal that. Polymorph into Copy, not much you can really do. Expecting to check it out Copy. And that's going to be G-Pie. Unless Copy maybe grinding totem this? Yeah, not going to happen. No combustion just yet. Copy did have to play defensively. Obliv could blink. That's going to be that interrupt of the Copy, exactly what he wanted. That's going to be maybe big damage. Purge needs to come out for Copy. Does go for a CC onto Obliv, purging him as much as possible. Does he get a combustion off? Maybe almost. There's too many buffs onto Obliv. Finally gets the combustion off. And Copy is still alive. Goes in for Ascendance. Perfect opportunity to do a lot of damage. Obliv taking lots of bursts out of him. Big earth, big elemental blast. And that's going to be Obliv surviving it. I think that wasn't even cauterized. I think it was Ultra Time block comes out for Obliv. I think it was cauterized, but I think there was Ultra Time used somewhere in there. And Copy popping off the elemental is going to be able to do some damage to Obliv. Wait, does Frost and Fire get Ultra Time later, actually? I think Frost and Fire might get it later, so I don't know if Obliv actually has Ultra Time at all. I could be wrong about it. Big breath into Copy, trying to land a polymorph. Copy is going to take the damage for a bit. Obliv still has those images and looks like Obliv is just looking to get the hell out of there. Copy is giving him a run for the money. Combustion burst is exactly all he needed. And Copy didn't really let him have the full version of it. Copy on the other side with the Earth Elemental needs to somehow get a slow onto Obliv. Without a grinding totem, it's a little bit tough. And Obliv just waiting for his cooldowns to be back up. So Copy should have a wall every time the combustion is up, unless somehow he messes up. Copy no longer with a trinket. I don't really know what he trinketed. And that was a lot of burst out of the Shaman as well. Dustblade Grounding Totem, actually. I can see it right here. A Dustblade Grounding Totem. Didn't use it there for that G-Pie. I don't know if he actually could have used it like at the last second of the G-Pie. Right while it's in midair. But he does have Grounding Totem, so it might help him versus Obliv and Burst. If you can Grounding Totem maybe a Poly, or if you can Grounding Totem a G-Pie. Breath by Obliv is going to go to Repoly. No deal. Oh my god. Actually, it was so... It felt like he just did it. He just did the Breath Poly play. There's going to be big old Meteor. Does Obliv go for big combustion? He doesn't have it. Copy taking lots of damage. Does Obliv blink in? And Copy dropping down the totem. Obliv could maybe blink in aggressively. I don't think he wants to. He's going to play it super defensively. He's going to do as much damage and take his hits where he can. With the Breath and the Poly. Stun Totem next to Obliv. Does stun him, and Copy might be able to do some damage. Blinking away from the Nova. Tried to interrupt him on a Polymorph. Wasn't able to. Does Copy maybe go for Grounding? Grounding has been used at some point, it looks like. Obliv does... Copy doesn't sit in the Polymorph for too long at all. That's going to be G-Pie. Copy's going to take that hits to the face. Probably going to be Combustion out of Obliv. Breath onto Copy. Combustion is available. Copy better be trying to purge it. Does he have the wall for this? Better wall it. Trying to get himself as much self-healing. Does purge the combustion off. Obliv is actually kind of naked right now. Copy looking to get some damage. Obliv, I think he might be going down. If Copy can get one more big hit, maybe a lightning bolt from afar. Does he get it? He does not. Probably needs to get some kind of a totem onto Obliv. Maybe like a slow totem to catch up to the guy. He's so close. Obliv looking to catch up as much heals as possible. On Copy looking to stay on him. Breath into a polymer from Obliv is going to be able to get away. Almost got that interrupt off. Somehow that breath broke. That's going to be G-Pie. No Meteor this time. Obliv is just continuing to run. And Copy is going to take hits to the face. Ring of Frost for Obliv. Copy could push up right now. Actually going to play it defensively. 4 minutes into this duel. Obliv sitting down to get some food. And it looks like that's going to be Images slowing down Copy. Having to stay in Ghost Wolf. And Obliv looking like he's going to be okay. Breaths are going to be available anytime now. Polymorph onto Copy. Blinking away. Meteor available with his G-Pie. So that could be huge hits together. Meteor, G-Pie, Pyros, Crucible. And Copy now has to play defensively. It's a lot of back and forth, but I feel like Copy still might be able to stand a chance here. Obliv has a good position, but whenever Copy goes in for a big purge spree, he really can get a lot of pressure onto Obliv, just purging a lot of the buffs off of Obliv, all the shields, doing damage to his health bar. It's insanely strong. Although Obliv can get the shield in two ways. He can put it on or blinking. Blinking gives him a shield. Breath onto all those wolves. If those wolves can break out of the breath, looks like the wolves are not attacking Obliv. Copy, I don't know if he has a way to like control the wolves or not. G-Pi is going to hit Copy. The wolves are attacking. Should be able to do some damage. If he can somehow destroy the shield, if purge the shield off while the wolves attack Obliv, it could be quite a bit of health damage. We are at 2% dampening. It's a really close deal. This is tense. I agree. This is a tense duel. Like, I love both of these guys. I don't want them both to win. But seeing, like, the Enhancement Shaman and the Fire Mage just kind of going back and forth like this is so nerve-wracking. Obliv maybe going to go for a big combustion play here, potentially. Lots of damage to Copy. Doesn't go for combustion, sending out Phoenix Flames. Obliv does have Ice Block. He doesn't have Cauterize for 37 seconds. Copy is going to recover in health, maybe, unless Obliv goes in for a Blink Interrupt. He's always nearby. I think trying to put Copy on edge. Always trying to put Copy on edge. Breath into Poly. Always landing the breath into Poly. There's not a lot you can really do about it. It looks like maybe Obliv. Big combustion. Nope. Actually getting interrupted as Copy trinket out of the Poly. Stun totem next to Obliv. Gets hit with a stun. Doesn't sit that long. Trinkets out of it actually. Copy should be able to purge a lot from Obliv. Nova. Copy does break out of it with a Spirit Walk. That's going to be images available for Obliv. Breath onto Copy. Copy goes in for big burst. Combustion available for Obliv. Copy does wall it. Grounding totem. Obliv actually sunk a lot of pyros back into the grounding. Sundering onto Obliv. Ice blocks it. Copy. They're actually able to continue doing damage as Obliv busts out of the ice block. Cauterize is available. Obliv still has plenty of ways for him to deal with it. Continue to take whatever buffs he can off of Copy. Safeguard trinket procket for Copy. Not a lot of health available. Actually, Master can take him out. It does go down to the Fire Mage Mastery. Obliv just had to wait and hold his time and get really aggressive when he found his opportunity. 6 minutes 50 seconds of a duel of just back and forth, and it was so close. I really think if Copy just, I don't know, I feel like if there's just one thing that happened for Copy, like one ability crit, or he just did something, one thing differently, I think it would have been a whole nother story. Big blood of name coming out for White Wolfie as a paladin, popping off wings. With blood of the enemy paladin with wings, that should be a lot of damage, but it looks like Obliv took a lot of that in Strife and didn't really feel much pressure from it. Drop it down Ring of Frost, and White Wolfie's wings should be gone in a moment or two. That was an interesting blood of the enemy play, but it looks like it didn't pay off. Well, the bubbles. He went in for the literally immunity with the biggest burst possible, probably hoping that he's going to do the biggest hits. Big meteor coming down, pyros onto White Wolfie. He does get himself Shield of Vengeance. Looking for those flashlights. Obliv playing very conservative with that blink, which is a good move. Very good move. White Wolfie still holding on to Shield of Vengeance. Got himself, if he has playing Vision Perfection, he might be in a good spot, because he's still going to get wings. He's still going to get a lot of bursts. Obliv Combustion coming up very soon. He's going to sink a G-Pi into White Wolfie. Probably hit a couple Fire Blasts afterwards. Fires come in. Wait, White Wolfie down. Oh! G-Pi gives him an opening, sending in a massive Crucible, a couple Fire Blasts into a Pyro. It is good to go. And Athaman just kind of backpedaling out of there versus Obliv. We'll see if Athaman has a bit of a different time with Obliv. Maybe this Paladin will have a slightly different play versus him. Maybe he'll have more luck as two friends in the battlefield greet each other. Alrighty, as much of an auto deal as it is 8 minutes. It is 23% dampener. That's going to be polymorph to Atha. Obliv going to be able to go for big combustion if he wants to. Could go for big combustion if needed. Is going to repoly Atha with a G-Pi cast right afterwards. Maybe Meteor to follow. Meteor is available. Combustion coming out. Not playing Rune of Power this time. Not playing Rune of Power. I didn't see that drop this time. Athaman, Shield of Vengeance getting procced. Big damage into Obliv. Continue to do damage into a Hodge. Obliv trinkets out of it. That's going to be a Breath onto Atha. Try to know him. Maybe Hand of Freedom available for Atha. Should be lots of pressure. Big hammer hanging over Obliv's head. Could maybe blink. Does have images. Images should be able to absorb that hammer too. Yes, it looks like one of the images did absorb a good portion of that hammer. I think 20%. Big damage coming out of Atha. Either way, both of them are super low actually. Trying to maybe land a polymorph for Atham. Does he land a blink on him? Gonna be Cauteris coming out for Obliv. Atham, if he gets interrupted right now, it could be really bad for him. Looks like he bubbles it just to make sure he doesn't get interrupted. Bubbles it just to get a flash of light or two. Because Obliv could take him out. Atham doesn't want to get surprised with a Fire Mage burst. It's gonna be a flash of light, breath by Obliv into a Ring of Frost. Looks like he is gonna be able to land the ring. Atham lands a Hodge. Obliv blinks out of it. And unless Atham has anything, I think it's gonna be lights out. Meteor with Crucible. Yeah, that's a really, really nutty combo. Meteor, G-Pie all together collapsing. That's a lot of damage in a really, really short combo. Chucky up next with a bike onto Obliv. Shadow striking him out of there. That's something. That's a sub-rogue taking him out in just a one-shot. Very similar to kind of the one-shots people were able to do early in the beta with double trinket. And Felly is going to be up next. Also sub-rogue landing a blind on Chucky. I think use a human racial out of the kidney shot. He has no ways out of this. Next kidney shot is going to be pretty bad for him. Facey did commit a mark for death kidney shot. I don't think he was going to have mark for death. Does hit him with a shadow stick evasion available for Chucky immediately. Kidney shot onto Facey, who is going to human racial out of it. Evasion for evasion. Chucky getting a blind into Facey. Facey could trinket out if he wants to. He does not. Next kidney shot out of Chucky. Could get a trinket out of Facey. Didn't get a sap off. Gonna be kidney shot from Facey. Going in for damage. Does he have enough here? Is gonna be Eviscerate. Second Eviscerate maybe. Cheap shot. Should have it. And Alistar, the Unholy Death Knight, should be up next. Where's his Facey? Hit him with a... I think he hit him with some dots. Hit him with a... Did he even? Hold on. It looks like he didn't. I think he dropped down Death and Decay, but he didn't hit him with any kind of dots. Maybe Facey vanished. I think Facey did vanish at the end of it. I think that's what happened. Alistar, then Unholy DK. Who wins this actually? Unholy DK or Sub-Rogue? Maybe that's going to play against what Alistar is trying to do here. Maybe that'll help him, that weight. You never really know. I feel like that weight helps the Rogue tremendously. Going to be IBF, AMZ. Up for Alistar to take a bit of damage, and Facey just looking to get out of there without even having to burn a vanish. Cloak of Shadows. Looks like the pet is still gonna attack him. That's gonna be a vanish. I don't know if he got a dots on him or not. Looks like he might have. No, with the Cloak of Shadows, there's no way. And Death and Decay is right outside of the Death and Decay. Yeah, Alistar hanging out right next to the eye. Thinks about maybe picking it up. Should probably pick it up. Doesn't pick it up until super late. Kidney shot comes out for the Rogue. Trinkets out of the kidney. Got a bit cheap shot Facey. Does he have the big damage to follow? Stun to Facey. Trinkets out immediately. Alistar goes in for AMS, but he gets physical damage from the Rogue. Not much you can do, and Facey taking him out. Yeah, I feel like that was a really good play by Obliv there. Also, really, really good play by Copy as well. Very close duel there. Obliv coming in with 3 kills back to back to back, man. Just burning right through people. Pretty freaking awesome. But with the Unholy DK, definitely should have picked up the eye, because you have all your cooldowns, the Rogue doesn't. Especially if you have add-ons to track cooldowns, right? And you have an undead pet, which can be sapped by the Rogue. So if you figure out where the pet is, you can kind of pincer maneuver the Rogue in. You and the pet gonna get him out. And you're always gonna be able to get him out of there.